Welcome to day 4 of our 4 of 6 days of January releases. Today we have a Swiss Pixie, and this one is Cupid Swissie, and it's one stamp, image, and then 3 sentiments in the set. And I did this card a little different. I'm going to stamp it in embossing ink, and then I'm going to use silver embossing powder and my heat gun and set the image, and then I will color it with Copic markers. So I start out with a piece of Copic cardstock that I'm going to be stamping on, and I used my Misty to line it up. And then I just used the CC Designs embossing ink, which is on sale, but it is going to be discontinued. So if there's any in the store, grab it while you can. It really does work very well. It's just I've decided to no longer carry ink pads in the store. So I just have some old Ranger embossing powder that I used on this to emboss the image. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly heat it, heat up the image, heat up the embossing powder, and then we will start to color it here in just a minute. So before I color it, I'm going to stamp some hearts onto the paper next to the image, and I've used Sweet Valentine set, took the hearts out of there to stamp it on it, and I'm just using some Distress Oxide inks to stamp the hearts next to her. So then I'm going to start coloring with Copic markers, and you will find all the names of the Copic markers at the top of the video. And this is my go-to color palette for the skin tones. This is the one I'm always grabbing when I'm coloring the labels and whatnot. And so I usually start with the lightest one first, and then I go to the darkest, and so EO4, and then I go EO2, and then EOO, and then I'll go back to some EO2 to blend out a little bit more of the EO4, as you will see in the video here. I am not a follow the rules kind of gal, so I color images how I feel I want to color them. And so I think usually you start with the darkest and work your way down, but you know, this works for me. This is how I've been doing it for years, so I'm going to continue to do it that way, and that's what works. So years ago, my sister and I took a toe painting class, and the instructor kept telling me, no, you need to do it this way. You need to blend it this way. And I was like, no, that doesn't feel comfortable to me. I don't want to do it that way. So I did it my way. So, you know, and it worked out just as well the way I did it versus what she wanted me to do. So, you know what? If it feels right to you, do it. If it achieves what you're looking for, just do it. So, since she's a Cupid, I decided I wanted her to have lighter blonde hair. So, we went with a Y11, Y15, and Y19 combo. And on this, I started with the Y11 just to get all the hair colored, and then went to the Y19, and then blended it all out with Y15. And then we're going to color in the bow and the hearts, give the heart some color here. And then I also decided to do the shoe. I was thinking of those high heel shoes that always have the red bottoms. I think it's Christian Labrador or something like that. I don't know. I don't wear high heels. I wear tennis shoes. I own 2 pairs of tennis shoes, and that's the only shoes I own.
This is usually the
So
colors I
I'm
use
going to add a
when
little
I
bit of
have white
shading with
clothing
some
that I'm coloring in, and I just want
WO
kind of
and
like the
W2
shadows.
on the clothing. The WO really helps to blend it out a lot. And then we're going to do the cheeks, and I used RO2, and then I used EOOO to blend out the RO2 so it wasn't so harsh. And then we're going to finish it up with a little BG10 on the wings, and then adding the white highlights. I got this pen. It came in a 6-pack that I got on Amazon. But I love these pens because the white stays pretty true. Like some of the other white pens, it is more opaque, and this one's not. So then we're going to go ahead and do the sentiment, and I used one of our banner dies, and I just cut off the other end of the flag, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment on the cardstock with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I did it twice to make sure, because I wanted it really bold standout color. So as I'm editing this video, I realized that it's definitely a much better picture than my first two videos, but the placement isn't that great. I really need to work on where the camera is as I am filming. So back to the card, I attached the colored image to just a gray piece of cardstock, which I'm then going to go ahead and attach to a black card base. So this is like what I was talking about earlier, where it's not in the shot. But you know what? I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. And I'm glad that you joined me today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. So have a good day. Bye.